Yes, you must strap electrical metallic tubing, known as EMT, within 3 feet of a coupling. Let's explore the code references and the reasons behind this requirement. The National Electrical Code, specifically NFPA 70, addresses this in Article 358.30 AON. This section states that conduit bodies and fittings shall be securely fastened in place and shall be supported from a box, cabinet, ceiling, or other structural member. Additionally, Article 358.30c specifies that couplings and connectors shall be made up tight. The requirement to strap EMT within 3 feet of a coupling is crucial for several reasons. Firstly, it helps maintain the mechanical integrity of the conduit system. EMT is a thin-walled metal raceway, and its strength relies on being properly supported. Without adequate strapping, the conduit can sag or become misaligned, especially at couplings where 2 sections are joined. This misalignment can put stress on the coupling, potentially causing it to loosen over time. Secondly, proper strapping ensures electrical continuity throughout the conduit system. EMT is often used as an equipment grounding conductor, providing a low impedance path for fault current to return to the source. This grounding path is essential for safety, as it helps to trip circuit breakers or ground fault circuit interrupters in the event of a ground fault. If a coupling becomes loose due to inadequate support, the electrical connection between the 2 conduit sections may be compromised. This can increase the impedance of the grounding path, making it less effective at clearing faults. Thirdly, strapping helps to prevent damage to the conduit and its conductors. If the conduit is not properly supported, it can be subjected to vibration and movement, which can cause the conductors inside to rub against the conduit walls. This can damage the insulation of the conductors, leading to short circuits or ground faults. The 3-foot rule is a practical guideline that helps to ensure adequate support for the EMT system. By strapping the conduit within 3 feet of each coupling, you can minimize the stress on the coupling and maintain the electrical and mechanical integrity of the system. It's important to note that the NEC provides specific requirements for the type and spacing of conduit supports. These requirements vary depending on the size of the conduit, the type of support, and the application. Article 358.30b provides the general support requirements for EMT, specifying the maximum spacing between supports. For example, for trade size 1/2" and 3/4" EMT, the maximum spacing between supports is typically 10 feet. However, this spacing may need to be reduced in certain situations, such as when the conduit is installed in a location subject to vibration or physical damage. In addition to the general support requirements, the NEC also provides specific requirements for supporting EMT in specific applications. For example, Article 370.23 addresses the support of boxes and conduit bodies. This section requires that boxes and conduit bodies be securely supported, and that the supports be independent of the conduit. When installing EMT, it's important to use the correct type of straps and supports. There are a variety of straps and supports available, each designed for a specific application. Some common types of straps include 1-hole straps, 2-hole straps, and standoff straps. 1-hole straps are typically used for general-purpose applications, while 2-hole straps provide more support and are often used for larger conduit sizes. Standoff straps are used to provide clearance between the conduit and the mounting surface. When selecting straps and supports, it's important to consider the size and weight of the conduit, as well as the environment in which it will be installed. In corrosive environments, it's important to use straps and supports made of corrosion-resistant materials such as stainless steel or PVC-coated steel. In addition to strapping, other methods can be used to support EMT. One common method is to use conduit hangers. Conduit hangers are metal brackets that are attached to a structural member, such as a ceiling or wall, and are used to support the conduit. Conduit hangers are available in a variety of sizes and styles, and can be used to support single or multiple runs of conduit. Another method of supporting EMT is to use conduit clamps. Conduit clamps are metal straps that are used to clamp the conduit to a structural member. Conduit clamps are typically used for smaller conduit sizes and are often used in conjunction with other types of supports. When installing EMT, it's important to follow all applicable codes and standards. The NEC provides comprehensive requirements for the installation of EMT, and it's essential to be familiar with these requirements before beginning any installation work. In addition to the NEC, local codes and regulations may also apply. It's important to check with the local authority having jurisdiction to determine the specific requirements for your area. Proper installation of EMT is essential for ensuring the safety and reliability of electrical systems. By following the NEC requirements for strapping and support, you can help to prevent damage to the conduit and its conductors, maintain electrical continuity, and ensure the safe operation of electrical equipment. Remember that the 3-foot rule is a minimum requirement. In some cases, it may be necessary to provide additional support to ensure that the EMT system is properly installed. When in doubt, it's always best to consult with a qualified electrician or electrical inspector. Here's a recap of the key points to remember when strapping EMT near couplings. Firstly, always strap EMT within 3 feet of any coupling or connector. Secondly, use the correct type of straps and supports for the application. Thirdly, follow all applicable codes and standards, including the NEC and local regulations. Fourthly, ensure that the straps and supports are securely fastened to the conduit in the mounting surface. Fifthly, inspect the installation to ensure that the conduit is properly supported and that the couplings are made up tight. By following these guidelines, you can help to ensure that your EMT system is properly installed and that it will provide years of reliable service. In summary, the NEC mandates that EMT conduit be strapped within 3 feet of couplings to maintain mechanical integrity, ensure electrical continuity for effective grounding, and prevent damage to the conduit and conductors. Adhering to this requirement, along with proper selection and installation of supports, contributes to a safe and reliable electrical system.